So, hello and welcome to the 1 year anniversary
1 year?
of the
1 year.
What? 2 year anniversary? I'm so tired. I've been ill all weekend. Give me a break. The 2 year anniversary of the Turn 5 podcast. Well, I mean, 1 year of the Turn 4 podcast. It's about this that Alex went missing.
Well, it's like about 18 months
Yeah,
ago
about a year and a
Alex
half.
went missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he disappeared at the start of the academic year. Go, Chris, get your facts right.
First full year, then. Yeah. Jesus, why are we here 2 years later?
Because
I
we
mean,
keep doing it.
Sure.
Exactly. It's good fun. But yeah, 2 years, and we have prepared absolutely nothing special because we're professionals.
Exactly.
Well, it's on you as well. So
Yeah, my bank account couldn't stretch to getting Will Buxton on.
I'm doing that again.
Maybe next week. We'll see.
I don't know. When's the 100th episode? That's mid-April, isn't it?
3 weeks.
Wow.
Oh my
This
God.
is 97.
So there won't be anything going on then. So.
I've been
Maybe.
paid by then.
Really.
But yeah, anyway, shall we talk Australia? So I don't believe there's been any big news.
Well, I have got news.
Oh,
Okay.
Ben has.
Well, first, I say...
Placing £5 on that Jensen Button's going to appear in the next 3 minutes.
Broken! You do.
Yes! Give me your money, boy.
Stefano Domenicali. That's said wrong, but whatever. I'm wrong with it.
Stefano Domenicali, yes.
Yeah, he wants to scrap practice on Fridays. Or there's rumours of it.
Why not?
Yeah.
He's saying
Yeah, cool. I mean, it's pretty dead weight anyway.
he says that it's helping the teams and not much entertainment for the fans, and they don't really care about it.
I mean, well, yeah, you see it with
Which,
the attendances. They're always very poor. There's
yes.
few circuits with an exception to that rule that they're okay attendance-wise, but others, the grandstands are just barren on a Friday.
Those tend to be the ones that have enough of a decent following for the support series.
Yeah.
That are there on the Friday. So,
but then if you scrap practice,
would people still turn up?
How are you going to get the cars on the track then? What for?
Yeah, they would never make it a support series only day. That defeats the purpose.
Yeah, so then...
I don't think Friday practice is going anywhere, especially not with the sprint format.
Yeah,
because
that's what I was about to say. If they scrap Friday practice, sprint's going to come in constantly.
Yeah, it would basically just be sprint weekends. It would just be a Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, no, I'm not for scrapping Friday practice, to be honest. I watch it mainly because I enjoy Formula One, and it's also good for the teams. It gives them the data. It helps make the race a bit more predictable from their point of view. So I don't think there's anything
especially
wrong
with
Friday practice.
Especially with like Bahrain. Like we did 3 days of preseason testing there, and then we had practice sessions, and it's like they already know everything about the car at this point.
That's like a isolationist because we did have testing there.
Yeah.
Everywhere else you're going, look at Las Vegas. Could you imagine the chaos it would be if we just went, haha, free practice 1, qualifying.
Do it.
Yeah, no, I don't
It'd
see
be
practice going
amazing.
anywhere, and I don't see the FIA backing that rule change either.
Yeah, which is a shame because, like, I mean, okay, so we're in new regs, so we haven't got that much data, but teams have so much data about tracks from the last. I mean, well, we've been going to Spain for 30 years. We've been going to Silverstone since the start of time. Like, everyone has data on tracks already, so it's like, how much do we really need practice, and then what do we gain from it? You know.
I wouldn't say we really need it, but it's a useful commodity.
Mm.
And it just gives us more time to watch the cars on track. Like, imagine spending the amount of money that people do to go to Grand
500
Prix,
quid.
and it's yeah, and it's only 2 days as opposed to 3, or in Silverstone's case, 4, because
Well, it'd
Thursdays
even
are
be
a
more
thing.
than 500 as well, because you'd have to stay there.
Yeah. So, but even just the Grand Prix tickets on their own, you're looking at about 500 quid for a 2-day weekend. That's pretty pricey. Already is for 3-day weekend, but it's worse for 2.
Yeah. Away from that, Jensen raced in NASCAR, and out of 39 drivers, he finished 18th.
That's not bad.
Which, from some people, are saying that it's the greatest NASCAR driver of all time.
But he didn't win.
Didn't he
That
get hit by
doesn't
Kimi?
Yeah, he did get hit by Kimi. Kimi finished 29th, though.
Of all the
So-
drivers in the entirety of the NASCAR field, he got hit by the one other ex-Formula One driver. Solid.
Away from me chatting nonsense, after the race, he felt conflicted because of the racecraft of NASCAR and the fact that everyone just storms into turn 1, not worrying about who's there or anything, and just using each other as an apex. And
It's a different kind of racing.
yeah, and
It's
watching
basically
it,
bumper cars.
yeah, if you enjoy track limits, don't go near it.
Yeah, isn't there quite a lot of overtaking off circuit? It's just,
the
cool.
amount of like track extends that people were doing is unreal. Like the first corner, they hit the apex, and then they're like run all the way up to the gravel just use it all.
So they all attended the Lewis Hamilton School of How to Take Bahrain Turn 4.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's mental. And the S's, they just cut every single one without fail.
So it's a straight line. Cool.
Yeah, it's different. I wouldn't say I was a huge fan of it, or it was something to watch.
What's the point in having a track if you're not going to stick to it, you know?
Yeah, I get that, but I also understand that NASCARs are meant to just do circles over and over. So
It's a bit like IndyCar, really.
I'll say
Because
IndyCar's
IndyCar
better.
actually do proper circuits,
Yeah.
except for the Indy 500.
I think there's a couple other oval races as well.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
But yeah, IndyCar's better than NASCAR.
And then Formula One is better than IndyCar.
Yeah.
All of them. All of the
Yeah.
above. But it's probably equivalent to about British touring cars in a way. They're probably a bit faster than British touring cars.
Oh yeah, because touring cars go on like tiny circuits, like Brands Hatch and Alton and Thruxton.
Yeah.
Like,
the race
you're not going to get up to the speeds that they get up NASCAR at Alton Park.
The racecraft and all of that is very similar in the fact that
it's bumper cars.
Yeah, no holds barred. Do what you want. Get out of my way.
Rubbing is racing is the phrase, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. It's normally Jason Plato just steam liming Matt Neal. Just being like, yeah, that's it. And then there's an update on F1 Esports. So a few weeks ago, a Williams Esports driver, Alvaro Carreton, doxed himself streaming by bringing up the game files and showing that he had a grip pack.
Yeah. Isn't he supposedly working for EA?
Now, this is what he said. He said that he was using it as testing for EA and Codemasters to help stop it. Now, since then, a EA and Codemasters employee has come out and said, this is not a thing at all. And they have never let a pro test their cheats in the past, present, and unexpectedly in the future. So he has very much been left out to dry.
Oh dear.
Good.
And also, the creator of the grip app has come out on Reddit and done a Ask Me Anything. And he said
Love
he
that.
created the free cheat to stop paid cheats. In a very weird way. It's like, fair play to you, mate. But,
Yeah.
And then he
Respect
also,
that in a weird
Yeah.
way.
he also said that up to 70% of F1 esports could be used in the cheats. It's highly unlikely.
I don't
But
think it's
that
that
is-
bad,
Mental.
but I think there's definitely 2 of them that do.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big worry is that for qualifying for the esports events, there's nothing to tell if the person's cheating or not. So for all we know, everyone that's qualified could have been cheating.
Yeah, it was a Jarno Opmer, I think, appeared
Yeah.
on Jimmy Broadbent's channel to talk about this, and it was like, yeah, there's just no anti-cheat in the F1 games
Yeah,
at all.
which is another big worry
Time to
for us.
suddenly become really good at F1.
Yeah.
My streams are about to get a lot better.
Where do I find this?
Yeah, can you
Just
link,
don't
can you
dox
link me?
yourself.
Yeah, that's the big worry for F1 23 is the fact if they don't get an anti-cheat at all,
Yeah,
it could
there's
leave it in a
thoughts that
very, very bad place.
there's thoughts that it could basically kill the F1 esports scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they don't do anything, it's dead.
But-
Because it'll just be who has the best cheat.
and
I think
already,
the Pro Series is probably safer because they obviously race on LAN and the big events.
Yeah, when it's in
But,
person, that'll sort
yeah.
out the cheats from the
Yeah.
actual people.
you see someone who's like 2 seconds behind others, but wait a minute.
Hold on a second. Someone's just doing donuts at the first corner.
So didn't you put it in like
Didn't you qualify
P1?
on pole?
Yeah.
So yeah, for F1 23, it's looking like it's pretty much going to be a revamp of F1 22.
Shock.
Speaking
It's
of
EA
F1 23,
Yeah.
it has already been like
announced.
teased.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know nothing about
But
it yet,
but literally
but
nobody
it
cared.
exists.
EA changed all of their like cover photos and profile pictures and everything, and everyone just went,
Yeah.
"Wow!"
Okay.
And they're calling it a
It's not like we didn't know it was coming.
Well, exactly. It's like FIFA.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's
it's
changing this year.
is it though?
Yeah,
Is it
they've not
really?
allowed the license from FIFA, so it's EAFC.
Yes, it's not going to be called FIFA.
They
So-
lost the rights to
Yeah.
FIFA.
Yeah.
So EA are currently on a downward spiral, and they've took over the F1 game.
In 3 years, it's just going to be called EA Racing.
Oh my god. How can they be on such a downward spiral when everything in their game costs so much money?
I don't know.
They're on such a downward spiral because everything in their game costs so much money.
Well,
all they care
true.
about.
They shouldn't have got so
But They
greedy.
get kids robbing their mum's credit cards.
To be
Is
fair,
that not
every game's done
enough?
that these days. Looking at you, Fortnite. Gotta buy some V-Bucks.
I don't know if that's as bad as FIFA though. For FIFA, it's like 80 quid for 12,000 FIFA points. And that gets you cool.
Exactly.
12,000 FIFA points, and there's a pack that costs what, 2,500?
Yep.
So you get 4 packs and then an ultimate pack if they then put that one in the shop for $2,000.
Yeah.
And for that, you get about 20k probably.
Yeah.
But
Unless you
what
get
do,
insanely lucky.
you can buy F1. Was it F1 bucks? Was it something like that? And you have
Bitcoins.
F1 Life. That's it. And you could buy a sofa.
Wow.
I know which I would prefer.
I mean, to be fair, if you get, like, I usually get the premium editions of the F1 games, so
Yeah.
you get a bulk of pit coins at the start. If you just level up enough times in a season, you can just keep getting VIP over and over again without investing anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you could get
But
premium
that actually-
sofas.
That actually involves playing the game, which I haven't really done this year because it's horrendous.
Yeah. Which is the worry for next year because it seems as though it's going to stay on all consoles it is currently, including the old gen, which makes you
It
think
wasn't even
that,
it being on old gen that was the problem. The handling was just so bad.
yeah, but it's probably going to stay the same for this year as well,
The cars just.
considering it's on old gen as
The
well.
thing that's been annoying me about F1 games is they've been slowly removing features for no reason. Like, remember championships mode on like F1 2019 and 2020?
I just want
You
my
had-
old cars back.
Yeah, but you had like all the classic car championships with like mad rules. You're sitting in reverse championship order grids and stuff. And
The
then,
way F1 should be.
and then they
Yeah,
in F1 21 there was 3 championships, and that was it. And 2 of them were Formula 2. And then in F1 22, there's none. It's not there. Why is it gone? But ooh, 2-player career.
Yeah, me and Ben did a bit of that.
we've done a race.
I know.
I crashed halfway through and ordered a pizza.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, go.
I mean, Breaking
When do you
Point
wanna
was
do it?
kind of fun last year, but it's
That's
gone as
coming
well.
back. That's coming back.
Actually, yeah, I was going to say the breaking point's on a
Okay.
2-yearly cycle, so that should be in this game.
Yeah, so at
Well, I
least we
hope
get Devin
because
Butler back.
that was actually fun. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it just wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Hopefully they'll make it longer.
Hopefully they make the game more arcadey as well. It's like
Yeah, just bring back the old
it
handling model.
was sort of perfect around F1 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
It was fun. You still had to control the car somewhat, but it was more fun. And then this year it's like
Oh, nuts.
you're in 4th gear and you can't even put power to the floor.
Traction control is on full, and I'm
It's
getting
like-
overtaken because I've got traction control on,
yeah.
and I can't put the power down.
I've got mine on medium, and
Yeah, I
that's
just
even a
spin.
challenge.
I just spin on medium. On last year's game, I could have it on medium, and I could control the car fine. On this year's game, medium, it's just donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'll be
get-
putting power down out of Ascari, and almost every time I end up on the wall on the left-hand side. So like I'll take the
Classic.
exit and then just whee.
Yeah, but I get the way they want to go and the fact to make it a simulation, be like, oh, this is as close as you'll get to driving an F1 car.
But
in
I'm not
another
there
way,
to drive an F1 car.
Like
That's not why I'm
never gonna
playing the
happen,
game.
I'm there
is
to
it?
Daniel Kvyat my friends.
Yeah.
It's very
Or
much
what's his face from Breaking Point? The dickhead that nobody likes.
Devin Butler.
Yeah,
That's the one.
I like Devin. Devin's a great villain.
he's a
We can
brilliant
all
villain.
appreciate a great villain.
But there's nothing more enjoyable than yeeting Devin Butler at full speed.
Yeah, but what's like what's the old man called that no one really cares about?
Oh, Kimi Räikkönen.
Yes.
Basically.
Someone
Beat
It's-
Ackerman.
Kimmy. Yeah.
Ackerman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, no one really cares about him.
And then you suddenly have to drive as him for like 3 races. What? What's
Yeah,
going
well,
on here?
I'd rather drive as Devin Butler and punt people off.
Let
It'd be so much more fun.
the hate flow through
Yeah.
you.
Imagine
Objectives as Devin Butler. Be a dick.
Objective:
Imagine-
join the dark side.
This year, you get to be Devin Butler as a race, and the objective of the race is to dive bomb like whoever the good guy is, fund him off its own turn. Or
Oh,
something.
yeah, what's his name again?
Is it Alex Summit?
Always phoned his mum.
Mm.
Oh, is it
Can't even
Alex
remember.
Albon?
Alex Albon.
No, I was just gonna say, objective: join the dark side, and
Oh,
then at
it's
the end
just-
of the game, just helmet marker appears.
Is it Summit Jackson?
Aiden.
Aiden
Aiden
Jackson.
Jackson. That's it. Mr.
Yeah,
Good Guy.
Alex Hunter's the FIFA one.
Yes, yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Go on, Alex. Take him on. That clip's like
Alex Hunter just runs onto the track and 2-foots Devin Butler.
You're just doing the just oil. It's just stop oil.
You need to wait till there's a red flag, though.
That'd be nice in F123. Red flags.
Yeah.
Where are they? If I cause a 19-car pileup into turn 1 of Monaco, red flag, please.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's another thing. Can we make Monaco drivable on a controller again, please?
No, of course not. Why would you ever do that? Spend £800 on a steering wheel and then realize that you actually need a drive motor to go into it. So spend another £1,000 on that, and then realize that that doesn't come with pedals. So spend another £500 on a set of pedals, and then realize it doesn't come with anything to attach it to your table. So then spend another £350 on some kind of like setup, and then realize you haven't got a chair that fits with that. So then spend another £500 on a seat, and then once you're £3,587 deep, realize you're still at the game.
No, I do that.
I did that, but with an £80 steering wheel.
That's not as bad.
Yeah, like, I don't know what happened, but I think it was either this year or last year's game, they just made the Monaco hairpin impossible on a controller.
You literally have to be going a snail's pace, which is
yeah,
great because you just do what Fernando Alonso does.
Every car has about 600 years of understeer. That's what it is.
Change your setup, Chris. God, get good.
Yeah. Warm up your tires properly.
Make it pointier.
Yeah.
Or they could just make the game good again. Like,
sounds like a skill issue to me.
It's quite funny how the game's slowly been on a downfall since EA took over. Because if you think F1 2020 was sort of the peak, 21 came in, it wasn't as good, and now 22's hit. It's even worse.
Yeah, as it wasn't 21 the first year with the EA badge on it, and then 22 was like proper EA made this.
Yeah, because EA came in too late to actually do anything with 21.
Which is why they...
It was okay.
And then...
Now here we are.
Me buy it, so...
Yes, we did.
Then, what, £7? And now I have no money left. Now I have absolutely no money left until this time next week.
Get on.
I'm a simple man. I see F1 badge, I press buy.
I see F1 badge and /80% off.
Oh, well, no, because I pre-ordered it. I was one of the scrubs that paid full price.
Lol.
Well, no, not quite full price.
Oh, you got 10% off because it was a pre-order. Yeah, I got you.
And I am an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate member, which comes with EA Play, so I received a further discount.
Still have to pay quite a bit for it.
And then they cancelled my pre-order. And so I lost my bonuses.
Oh, yeah, that's when it came out on Steam, and you couldn't play it on the Steam, could you?
Yeah, that was an issue. That was really fun. Me sat there waiting to play the game, and it's like, nope.
What was wrong with it?
It just wouldn't do it.
I'm pretty sure it said that it wasn't released or something.
Yeah.
Even though it was meant to be released.
It was released, but it wasn't. So you couldn't even click play game. It took them 10 hours to fix it. By which point I had been to work, come back from work, and gone to bed.
What did you receive from that?
Some Bitcoins.
So you can buy a sofa.
Or a new wallpaper, you know.
It was great. I felt really well compensated for my time lost. Glad I wasn't a streamer trying to stream it that day. Jesus Christ. Did you imagine?
I think I streamed it on launch night. Like, the only thing is, we'll probably miss. Well, I'll miss launch night this year because don't they usually launch at British Grand Prix weekend?
Well,
it's normally a few days before, isn't it?
There's rumors of it coming out. I think mid-June this year, because they've said
they've teased it really early.
They've teased it earlier, so everyone's thinking that it's going to come out earlier.
Everyone's just going to be wrong.
Yeah.
F1 23 dropping November.
With the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Well, you won't get that Las Vegas.
Abu Dhabi.
You won't get that till November anyway. So
yeah, exactly. Remember that'll be DLC. at least the only thing we'll give them is the tracks that they added in post-launch were free DLC.
True. How long that will last, we
EA
will
could have
see.
easily charged for Portugal.
I think that would have gone down about as fast as a lead balloon did. So
I don't think it would have gone down well.
No.
Should we talk about the Australian Grand Prix?
We probably should.
That's this weekend.
It is.
The 4 DRS zones are back.
Right.
What's the need for attractive 4 DRS zones?
Entertainment.
Speed!
Didn't they have 4 DRS zones last year and went, wait a minute, no.
Yeah, that was
take away
after
number
FP1.
4. What time even is FP1?
3 a.m. I think.
I am watching that.
What time's
Oh, sorry, I do apologize. It's 2:30 a.m. to 3:30 a.m.
Actually,
Qualifying
can we
is
talk
at
about this
6.
really quickly? And what's with the strange session times this year? It always used to start on the hour. What's with a half past?
Oh.
What about like F2 and F3?
Because they're going there for the first time.
Yeah,
Probably to do with
that
that.
could be a thing.
So,
But it's been at many circuits. It's not just there. Like Saudi Arabia as well had a random half past practice time. So just pick one and stick to it, please. Oh, that's good. I can watch qualifying. I'll be getting up for work at that time.
oh, well, good for you. I'll be
On
asleep.
April Fool's Day, you can
Oh,
watch
is it?
McLaren be awful.
You can watch McLaren be clowns.
Yeah. And I get to watch my football team lose to Man City as well. The exact same day.
Wow. Who am I playing?
Foul. But yeah, so for those of you in the UK like us, practice is at 2:30 till 3:30. Practice 2, 6 till 7. Practice 3, 2:30 till 3:30. Qualifying 6 till 7, and then the race is at 6 a.m. Woo.
All right, Ben. At least you lose to a competitive team. I'm playing Villa.
And then, for whatever reason, after the Australian Grand Prix, we have a month off.
Yeah, China.
Spring break, yo.
What did Donald Trump call it?
China.
Yeah, but they used to, it was like the China, because he called COVID, he blamed COVID on China, didn't
What,
he?
the China virus?
Yeah, that's it, the China virus.
China. But yeah, we have a month off because they somehow couldn't find a replacement for the Chinese Grand Prix.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe.
Same. I think it's just money and they got greedy.
I'm sure Turkey would have been sitting there like, hello.
I think Portugal would have been sat there like, hi. Come
Hola.
on. We've been here a few times.
Germany as well.
Mm.
We could have had another Eiffel Grand Prix.
Jawohl, please don't forget about us. We are still here, yeah.
And Bahrain's just like, we have the outer, look.
Yeah.
You want it? This is where Bahrain pulled the sneaky. It's like, we're going to Bahrain the second time, but we're running the endurance layout. Oh, no.
Please.
Dear God, please, no.
That was so bad.
Why did they do
that? I don't know.
There was no, like, the track in the first place was all right. It was fine at the time because it was, what, 2010 they changed it.
Yeah.
There was like no need for it. I just did that, yeah, let's do it.
Because isn't the endurance layout basically just the outer loop and then they rejoin like turn 8?
Yeah, you go on the outer loop and then you rejoin at the is it end of turn 8? Yeah, it's, something
that
like that.
tricky sort of like hairpin corner before the 9-10. Yeah. absolutely pointless.
Yep.
But yeah, so Australia coming up. Shall we just jump straight into predictions?
Yeah.
Anything from social media, Richard?
No.
Did you remember
forget to
post
do it?
it,
I
Richard?
did. It's in the thing.
I did it. Okay.
I even put Aussie, 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 and nobody replied with oi, oi, oi. So,
Oh well. Anyway, up does then.
I'm gonna fight oil. Okay.
thanks. Thank you. Much appreciated.
This is why they should have made you an admin so you can just tag at
Everyone. Yeah. Oh well.
Anyway, Richard, your predictions: pole position.
Verstappen.
Nia.
Verstappen.
Ben.
Verstappen.
And I will also go with Verstappen.
And Sonia also went with Verstappen.
Wow.
Richard. Podium.
Verstappen, Perez, Alonso.
Nia.
Choo
Podium.
choo.
Verstappen, Perez, Sainz.
Ben.
Verstappen, Perez, Stroll.
Whoa. I went with Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc.
And Sonia went for Verstappen, Perez, Sainz.
I've just got a feeling that gravel trap is calling Carlos's name again. So much so that I've put him as first to retire on F1 Play.
Oh my god.
Lap down bingo.
Bold.
This lap down showdown.
I miss Mazepin bingo.
Yeah, well, we can't have Mazepin bingo because the sport's in a better place because it doesn't have him in it.
Facts.
Lap down showdown.
There are 58 laps. We'll come back for bolts.
Okay.
It's 58 laps. Nia.
Do I forget all the drivers? Hang on. It pays to say it. Piastri, lap 25.
Say the number.
2.
What a shock. It's not like I'd pre-filled in 25 and 2 because I know it's you. Ben?
De Vries, lap 28, 2 laps.
I'm going Piastri 29-1.
He's digging his own grave at his home circuit, Christ. I was also going to go for Piastri.
When was the last time an Australian went well at the Australian Grand Prix?
Danny Rick got 6th last year.
In the grand scheme of that year, that was a good result.
Very good.
That's true, actually. That's true.
Piastri 33, where he gets overtaken by number 33, number 1. 1 lap down.
Bold predictions, please, Nia.
Was both Williams at the points?
You said that last week.
Oh, it's the first warning.
Reference the week before you said both Alfa Romeos in the points with 3 yellow flags or less.
Go both Alpha Tauris. Hold on.
Nia's just going to work through all 10 teams, I think, by the end of the season. Well, by the end of race 10.
Yeah, but she's not going to be able to have all teams because both Red Bulls in the points is not bold.
At that point, it'll be both Red Bulls.
Both Ferraris in points, however, could be constituted as bold, depending on how their reliability develops over the course of the next few races.
Exactly.
But if you say that now. Oh, sorry, no, you can go.
I just about caught the fact you said if I get all 10 teams by race 10. So Have you already written it down?
Yes.
Okay.
Ben.
Because it's our anniversary, I was saying Stroll top 5.
Sorry, you're doubling down. 'Cause didn't you also put Stroll on the podium?
Yeah, I've got to jinx this man somehow. Just to laugh about him next week.
Richard?
Praise on praise on praise. This has got to stop.
Do we go 3 for 3 on starting grid infringement penalty?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
One.
I'm going for it.
Imagine if it's Stroll as well.
Scenes. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a penalty-less race.
Whoa. Me and you are at odds here.
Which means Rich is probably right.
It's the FIA. They love a penalty.
Except from at Silverstone 2022.
Yeah.
That was just no holds barred to what you like.
Oh, yeah.
I've decided who I'm supporting in the F1 Academy.
Oh yeah, because they've finished their roster. All 15 drivers have been announced.
And they've also got their own website now.
Oh!
It's been linked at the top of the F1 page. But yeah, I'm going with Chloe Grant because she's Scottish.
Classic.
So, gotta give that support there.
Teams and drivers. Wow, they made it look just like F2 and F3, but
that's because it's the same website with different
but
colors.
if you go onto, like, if you're on the F3 website, you can still click to F2 and F1. But if you're on F1 Academy, you can only go back to F1.
Yeah, that's the very weird one. They haven't announced TV yet, which is annoying. I need to set my series link on my Virgin books so it records with all my other motorsport. They're actually going pre-season testing in 2 weeks.
Oh my God, something to talk about.
In Barcelona.
Wow.
On-track action. Holy Moses.
Yeah, they're going to Barcelona while F1's on a break on the 11th and 12th.
I just did Barcelona on the F1 game. First season of my team's going really well, guys. I got Danny Rick as my rival, and then it's like it gave me a choice of Danny Rick or Lando. Both of them are in a McLaren, which is about twice as good as my car, according to the performance graphic. And I'm like, the last 3 races, I finished like 16th, 12th, and outside the points again. And Danny scored points in all of them. And I'm like,
no.
What do you expect me to do? I beat him on one race.
Happen in real life.
I beat him in one race, and it's like, he's going to be your rival now. It's because it rained, and I made the decision to swap tires. Oh well. Gonna go play some after this.
The technical specs of the car have been announced.
Oh.
Ish.
Oh, great.
A top speed of 240 kilometers an hour. Lateral acceleration of plus or minus 2 Gs. Maximum braking deceleration of 1.5 Gs. It's got an Auto Technica 4-cylinder turbo 1.4 litre engine. And the carbon monocoque complies with FIA 2021 safety standards.
I would like. You'd think it would.
Yes. It doesn't say anything about DRS.
W Series didn't have it, did it?
No.
So, might not.
And I don't believe Freca has it.
No, I don't think so. That would be chaos.
It already is.
Exactly.
Actually, this is something we didn't touch on last week when we done Saudi Arabia. The differing DRS rules in the junior series. And the DRS gets activated after lap 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're sort of trialing it in the junior series before they want to. That's what they want to put in Formula One, but they're trialing it. So.
It's bonkers because basically 19 cars have DRS on lap 2.
The guy at the front.
Help, please. Gonna have people not wanting to be P1.
Unless you've got someone that's confident that they can pull a full 1 second gap on the first lap.
Yeah, it's like Saudi Arabia last year with Verstappen and Leclerc both trying to outbrake each other into the last
chicken.
corner. Yeah.
I mean, that's also what caused the collision in Saudi Arabia 1. Was them playing a bit of DRS chicken.
It's always great fun.
But yeah, no, it was quite interesting to see DRS get activated that early in the race. And we're going to see it in Formula One on sprint weekends. Only as part of the sprint race, however. The main races will be unaffected by that rule change until next season, if the trial goes well. We will see.
How does the trial not go well?
It could just not work. I don't know. I suppose if the leading car is getting absolutely destroyed in every single race because everybody has DRS and they don't, I would consider that a bit of a... I don't know if that's necessarily what they're after.
Would they see that as entertainment and be like, yeah, we need this?
I suppose. You don't want artificial entertainment.
But like that's why they shorten the DRS zones if overtakes are too easy, isn't it? So
yeah.
What if there's a 20
just car nerf DRS
every single race because of the DRS train?
But or in Australia's case, remove DRS zones.
It'd be like Spa 98. Everyone's just piling up.
The first sprint race must be coming up, actually.
Could it be Imola?
Oh, please don't be Imola.
I'm guessing it'd be Imola. But you say coming up. It'll still be
Imola's in 3 rounds. When you think about it that way, it's coming up. Why can't we have a sprint race at Azerbaijan? We do have a sprint race at Azerbaijan. It's the next round. Sprint starts the next round.
Hallelujah. It's only a month away.
Yeah, it is literally 31 days away. 30 days at the time you're listening to this.
Wow, we've saved them such trauma.
But yeah, I think that'll be good for us.
I mean, it was all right for a 2-lap sprint race.
Yeah.
It was great.
I mean, it's usually good for any race, to be honest. Like, I quite enjoy going to Baku.
It was great just for the memes. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Iconic.
That cost him the championship.
Yeah, it did.
Like, that's crazy.
1 button.
Yeah.
That and the fact that we awarded points at Spa.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's quite bad.
Because the awarding of points at Spa meant that if the championship finished tied, Max would have won on countback. Because he won the race that was held entirely behind the safety car.
Great race, that top banter.
If a car actually decided, I'm overtaking you, that illegal overtake, you were disqualified.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Hand back the position. You've been given a 5-second drive-through penalty.
5-second drive-through penalty. Interesting.
Yeah. It's a drive-through, and you have to do the drive-through in 5 seconds.
They got a 5-second penalty that's taken from 3rd to 28.
A drive-through penalty you need to serve in 5 seconds. You've got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yep. That's exactly it.
I was
10
playing
seconds for
F1
touching
game with my friend the other night, and I ended up with a drive-through penalty because my finger slipped off the A button with manual starts enabled. Completely jumped the lights.
Slipped.
No, it did, because at least all 5 lights were on. I didn't go with like 3 lights on.
No excuse.
Didn't Pastor Maldonado it then?
Yeah. No, Pastor timed that start to perfection.
Yeah, he just judged it preemptively.
I don't think he was ever done with jumping the start, if it's the race I'm thinking about.
He wasn't.
No, I think he got it literally just bang on. And that he did jump the start, but he didn't leave the grid box until the lights were out.
Top strategy, that.
It's like back in the day when they would press the button, the drivers would get a beep in their ear exactly when the lights were going out. So the FIA just left the lights on. But 4 drivers jumped the start. So, oh, naughty. But anyway, I don't think we have anything else left to talk about this week. Next week we'll talk about the support series again, and do we need to talk about them next week? We've got many weeks off.
No, we do it all in one, and then we fill the gaps. This is how we're doing it this year.
We will
keeping it current. Keeping it current.
Is there any Formula E during the gap?
Well, they're in Sao Paulo at the minute.
Yeah, there's Sao Paulo this weekend.
Not that I've been paying attention to it or anything, but they're in Sao Paulo this weekend.
Sao Paulo just happened, didn't it?
How are McLaren doing? Are they doing better?
But they've got points in this one, so
they've had a podium, I think. I think their first race they got a podium.
They're 6th with 72 points.
So
exactly half the points of the current leaders of the championship.
And there's only a 1 week less wait for Formula E to return, because that's the week before Formula 1.
Oh,
how are Maserati doing? I haven't looked at Formula E at all.
Okay, I'll just run you through the
You're
standings.
meant to be a Formula E fan.
Shut up.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Shocking.
So
forget when the races are on.
In 11th is Cupra. Although 2 of the teams didn't run in Brazil, apparently. Strange. So yeah, Cupra are in 11th. Maserati are in 10th with 3 points. Nissan are in 9th with 18 points. Neo 333 Racing are in 8th with 19 points. Mahindra are in 7th with 26 points. New McLaren Formula E team are 6th with 72 points. Avalanche Andretti Formula E are 5th with 80 points. DS Penske are 4th with 82 points. Jaguar TCS Racing are 3rd with 83 points. Envision Racing are 2nd with 103 points, and currently running away with the championship are Porsche with 144 points.
It sounds wrong not to say DS to cheater.
I know.
Why do you want Maserati to do well?
They were Venturi, and Venturi my favourite team, so now Maserati my favourite team.
Yeah, they are 2nd to last.
You're having a great year this year, aren't you? 2nd to last in Formula E, last in Formula 1.
Maserati have been beaten by Dan Ticktum.
Oh, okay. That's actually more painful than anything you could have said about Formula 1.
Exactly.
Oof. That's rough, man.
But yeah, so
is Giovinazzi? No, is he still in Formula E?
Who's this?
Giovinazzi.
He is.
Giovinazzi.
No, he's isn't he endurance racing now?
He,
WEC,
he is, but I'm not sure whether he's
Ferrari hypercar. So who's racing the 499?
And in the Drivers' Championship in Formula E, there's Van der Linde, that I've not heard of, is in last with 0 points. Robin Freins is in second last with 0 points. Nico Muller is in 21st with 0 points. Maxi Gunter is in 20th with 0 points. Alvaro Morata is in 19th with 3 points.
I thought he played for Juve.
Oh, wait, no. Eduardo Mortara.
Alvaro Morata. Eduardo Mortara.
I just seen MOR in my head.
What did you
I've been
see?
ill all weekend. MOR, just MOR.
Well, they can't finish well, so
yeah, exactly.
Something in common.
He's in 19th with 3 points. Sasha Fenestraz is in 18th with 7 points. Ollie Rowland is in 17th with 8 points. Dan Ticktum is in 16th with 9 points. Sergio Sette Camara is in 15th with 10 points. Norman Nato is in 14th with 11 points. Andre Lotter is in 13th with 18 points, tied with Lucas Di Grassi in 12th with 18 points. Reigning Formula E World Champion Stoffel Van Dorn is in 11th with 22 points. Jake Hughes for McLaren is in 10th with 32 points. Then it's Mitch Evans in 9th with 39 points. Rennie Rast is in 8th with 40 points. Sebastian Buemi is 7th with 42 points. Sam Bird is in 6th with 44 points. Antonio Felix da Costa is in 5th with 58 points. Jean-Eric Verne is in 4th with 60 points. Nick Cassidy is in 3rd with 61 points. Jake Dennis is in 2nd with 62 points, and running away with it in the Drivers' Championship is Pascal Wehrlein with 86 points.
That's a bit nuts.
So is Formula E now just won by failed
ex-Formula One drivers? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, well, or in Nick De Vries's case, future Formula One drivers.
Future failed Formula One.
Yeah.
Felipe Massa did do a couple of seasons in Formula E.
Yeah, but that was once his career is pretty much over.
He didn't do
he
very
never won
well,
a championship.
But he was there.
Failed Formula One driver. I'm kidding. He was amazing.
Scenes when Daniel Ricciardo shows up in Formula E. He'll be there next season.
Did Daniel fail Formula? Well, he won a race.
He didn't win a championship.
Yeah.
Because if you're calling Felipe Massa a failed Formula One
driver, joking.
I'd say Felipe had a better career than Daniel, though.
That's the point.
So Daniel knows where he's got to go. Supercars.
World Endurance Championship.
NASCAR.
NASCAR. Well, no, because NASCAR has FIA Formula One World Champion.
Yeah.
Kimi Räikkönen in it.
And Jenson Button.
And Jenson. For a few
I thought
races.
Jenson was only there. Yeah, Kimi's doing it full time though, is he not?
I thought he was only doing it for a few rounds.
So Kimi's doing it for as long as Kimi wants to.
Kimi
does what Kimi wants to do.
Yeah.
It could go to IndyCar.
That'd be much better.
There's no world champions in IndyCar.
Oh, free reign.
There is Marcus Ericsson though.
And Romain Grosjean.
Yeah, and the Phoenix himself, Romain Grosjean.
It's quite annoying seeing Marcus do well as well.
I just want Roman to do well. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, we can all cheer for Roman. You know, he's a good bloke. Marcus on the other hand, he all the time.
Just like Dan Ticktum.
Yeah.
But one of them actually made it to Formula One.
Yeah.
I do notice though that watching Formula E, Dan Ticktum is much more muted than he was
Do you
on
get to hear
Formula
his team
2
radio, though?
broadcasts.
He knows his career's over.
But
He knows that this is it now.
it's more they just don't broadcast it as much. Like
It's also funny. Last year at the race, he was always like
last.
at least 10 seconds behind everyone else. And if you weren't looking, you'd be able to tell because you'd hear everyone go, "Oh, way!" when he'd go past every single lap. Both races.
He's in a league.
It's the most British and brutal thing ever. And I'm here for it.
It was either him or Giovinazzi that were last. The second race, Giovinazzi was last because I think he had damage. But we still get the play for Ticktum.
It's a bit like the ironic love that Gotifi got in Monza. There was just this one section beside my grandstand. But every time Latifi went past, they went absolutely mental.
Didn't they get it at Silverstone as well?
In his defense at Silverstone,
he got Q3.
He got Q3 and was battling Max Verstappen on track.
Yeah, I forgot that. Actually, remember that. That's why they're changing.
Performance of a lifetime.
That was mental.
He didn't just get Q3, he got Q3 in the heavy rain.
Yeah.
Like, that was a blue tire session. And fucking Latifi is in Q3.
Is that 2021 or 26?
22. Because I remember watching him just drive past the front of the grandstand I was in every single time he attempted a lap in Q3. I don't think he set a time. He kept going off at turn 3.
Classic.
Well, he finished 12th. Ahead of Daniel Ricciardo.
Latifi. Latifi.
I like Daniel, but
let's end this pain, please. Thanks.
Thank you very much for watching.
We have a whole year to go. Don't you worry.
It's not Daniel anymore. It'd be even worse.
It's McLaren.
Daniel's that Dan showdown.
Oh yeah, so that's we didn't talk about. I don't know why this has just popped into my head. Toto Wolff basically came out and saying, "Yeah, we're going to just bring out a new car because
they need to."
Finally decided that the no pods is."
Yep.
The question is, how quickly can they get the B spec?
I think they said round 6.
I think they said Silverstone at the absolute latest.
George said something about round 6, so hold on to your butts. It could be coming as soon as, what's that, Spain?
I think so. Which means if they have the reliability, they could still finish P2 in the...
round 6 is Imola, sorry.
Oh, Jesus. That's not good.
Round 8 is Spain.
Seems really late.
It's because we now have to go to Miami before it.
Yeah. Miami's what, round 5?
Mm.
Yeah, it's after Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
2 street circuits as well back. One significantly better than the other.
Anyway.
Yes, anyway,
also
thank you very
doesn't
much.
have James Gordon as well, so that's always a massive bonus.
Or a fake marina.
Oh, that'll be coming back. I guarantee it.
Oh, absolutely well.
If it
It was
doesn't,
like $10,000 a ticket to the marina. And I thought Silverstone was expensive.
It is.
Wait for Vegas.
Well, yeah, we talked about Vegas. I don't know if it was on air or off air, but like the Champions Club, which is the second tier of Formula One hospitality, was more expensive in Vegas than Paddock Club was at Silverstone. Just Vegas thing.
You can win the money back in the casino, so
you can.
You could say it's free at the same time, or
but to do that, you need
cost your house.
To do that, you need to have the money in the first place.
Yeah.
To not only have to buy the tickets, to then spend in the casino. So you need to have it twice.
When the fun stops, stop.
Get a bank, get a loan, put the bet on, win it, give the money back, get your ticket.
More completely unsound financial advice. See Ben.
The rest of us don't condone gambling.
No.
Ben, maybe.
I enjoy a little gamble, but not a big one like Ben's advocating.
The most I spend is £2.50.
Yeah.
That's on a Euro Millions ticket.
I wouldn't do that.
And that's only because I had a £2 free bet that I put on the Scotland game last week. Well, the weekend there, won, and I've then put my winnings onto the next one, which I'm going to lose. Funny though.
Gambling.
Don't.
Speaking of tickets, though, if you still want to go to Silverstone and you have a spare like $6,000, or because that's how much tickets are going to end up, Silverstone are going to be doing another sale of tickets at some point closer to the Grand Prix. You can sign up for details on their website.
Are these tickets going to get priced up as it continues on?
Probably. And I think it's only one grandstand's worth. I think
it's just Club A, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just Club A. Unless there's going to be more tickets like around the circuit that they haven't sold for whatever reason. Or it might be more like general admission goes on sale.
That's fun.
But yeah, you can sign up for details on Silverstone's website if you want to go. And there's still tickets for Thursday if you want to spend £100 to go to a circuit and watch absolutely no on-track action. You can.
Wow.
That sounds like fun.
I'd rather not, thanks.
It's the Porsche Super Cup on Thursday.
No, nothing is on Thursday. It's just like shows. I think Top Gear shows.
Top Gear shows?
Yeah, they recorded it at Silverstone last year.
Yeah, I don't think they will this year. Recording suspended. They're not filming.
Oh, yeah, true. Sky will be there as well.
Great.
So you can go and meet all your favourites like Paul Di Resta and Karun Chandler.
Paul.
He's not there anymore, is he? So
God.
I'm sure he'll show up at Silverstone. It's Paul Di Resta.
He's on Brando's crib walk. Hey, Paul.
He'll probably use his ex-F1 driver pass just to show up.
Hooray.
Well, I don't know if F1 drivers get a pass or if it's just world champions.
World champions, I think.
I know world champions get a permanent pass, but I don't know if like ex-drivers get a pass for their home race.
He's Scottish. So.
It's not his home race. we don't have the Aberdeen Grand Prix.
No comments. Absolutely no comments getting made.
Andy Murray's free to come, but Paul Di Resta, not a chance.
Yeah, that's because Andy Murray is British.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how it goes. When they're successful, they're British. When they're not, they're Scottish.
That made someone very angry.
It's the front door. And on that note, we'll wrap up here. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast. Join us next week where we'll be covering the Formula 1, Formula 2 and Formula 3 action from Albert Park.
Come on, Richard, give us its full title.
It's Albert Park, mate. That is
we'll be covering all the action from the Formula 1 Rolex Australian Grand Prix 2023. F1 will be after us for not using the official title.
I'm going to change the title to
They're
just.
going to be after us for a lot more than that.
Yeah, let's be
Name
honest.
the title Rolex Grand Prix.
I'm just going to put like instead of
Oh.
Australia predictions, just Albert Park.
So I've just looked and Imola's got worse.
Of course it does. It's Imola.
There's more things in it this year.
How has it gotten worse than it was last year? Right, we'll cover that in that episode. We got to save something for later.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching this year's
anniversary
podcasts. Yeah. We hope you stick with us for another year. We'll certainly be sticking around.
You better.
I'm leaving.
Maybe Turn 5 Live coming later this week. I'm not sure. But thank you very much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.